Okay, so I was listening to someone talk on Yin and Yang today. I'll put the video below, on the Mandela effect, which is new information for me. So I can't talk in great lengths about this topic. However, when she was talking about how she woke up and she felt like she was in a different reality, it strung together parts of my theory that I've been working on and am a part of. So, okay, the energy's getting heavy in a good way. It's like everything wants to come rushing through my mouth right now. Okay, so one more grounding. We're waking up every day in a more subtle universe of ourselves. The UMI, the universe. And today, collectively, I could see that all aspects of myself are coming forward towards me to clear, to transform. Aspects of myself in the collective consciousness, aspects of myself in my direct universe, right? So I'll share with you a story only to bring about a theory, not necessarily to get on the story itself. So I had someone in my world reflecting the unconsciousness of Mother Earth. I broke everything down to a feeling. So the unconsciousness of Mother Earth, and that made me want to reject them, judge them, reject them, judge them, and their unawareness of self really made me want to push back and have them remove themselves from my universe. And I listened to a video several days ago that was fascinating about how all this got collectively put together. It was through judgment and denial. And as I go and I transfer that onto this story, I see judgment and denial. But who am I judging and who am I denying? If everything is in my universe and I am a co-creator. Right? So then I think, what part of me is unconscious in my current world and in the collective world from which I see outside myself that I don't necessarily interact with? See, the human part of me wants to deny and reject. And the love in me wants to understand that I am everything in which I see in my world and in my collective world. And in that ability to see it as me, not separated out. So I am no longer denying it. I'm no longer judging it. I take it in, as you guys have seen me do many times before, and take it back to my I am presence, my universe, my universal Mother, Father, God source, which is, the yummy mommy and daddy that takes care, and assists. And then I take it back to my beautiful brothers of the light family and sisters of the light family, and those are called ascended masters. And together, we stop denying, we stop the judgment, and we instead understand that it's in our world to not reject and not judge, but to see it and then ask to transform it. There are those of you out there in the world that are reflecting back this information inside yourself, and I am just a reminder of that information. Hi, my name is Susan, and I like to remind myself and all aspects of myself the work in which we are collectively doing, consciously doing, I like to bring things to the conscious forefront. I like to have quantum conversation about things that I am doing in my primary internal world. And then I like to shoot it out into my secondary with a voice and some red lipstick and some sparkly eyeshadow. You see that I put that on there today because I thought that would be fun. For so very, very long, I used to hide. When mean people would come, I would hide. And then sometimes I would be the mean people and then they would have to hide. It works both ways. I didn't know at that time that I was judging and denying. I did not know, even today in the shower when I was reflecting on the story, that I was judging and denying, until I got really, I have a desire to make an amazing world from which I see, not in a state of denial and not in a state of judgment, from a state of joy and love that I feel inside my heart. And I feel like I came into this reality system having spiritual amnesia. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I was, and I didn't know if I was even lovable. How many of you reflect that? So many, right? Because the denial and the judgment goes deep. It goes deep within self. And then we're in a world where we're manifesting that deep within self reflection, but yet we've forgotten. And we're co-creating, but yet we've forgotten. And there's no shame in that. It's taken me 49 years to stand before you now with a little bit of information. I don't even know how much more there is to go. I only know this part. And this part is, what can I see outside myself that I once was, once rejected, am rejecting, can't seem to love, or don't feel like it will ever change, and I feel helpless. One of the things that I learned about myself is that the stories are there to teach you something. Things don't happen randomly. In fact, it's so interesting how unrandomly things do occur, especially when you know you're in front of your reflection. Not a perfect reflection. I'm not perfect. I still am standing in front of you, choosing to love myself through the imperfections, and also choosing to see other as the opportunity for parts of myself to reintegrate. See, I believe we're magnanimous manifestors, and the world outside in which we see is us in fragmented, judgmental, denial pieces. And I believe that if I can see it, it reflects me. So I can co-create something different inside of me. And for all of you out there that have been my nemesises, my the mean people, I'm gonna say thank you to you. I'm gonna say thank you for the unaware person, because there's somewhere inside of me that's unaware. There's somewhere still inside of me that I'm still asleep. Isn't it interesting that I know this and yet my energy inside me still stays at peace and love? Isn't that cool? Today I'm going to attempt to put these into words. We'll see if I can do it. I can seem to put it into words here. Can I write it? What part of me, when I see writers all outside of me, what part of me has denied that I am that from which I see? What part of me has judged that I am not that from which I see? So, I am a writer today. I can put my words onto paper. And just to be on the safe side, and just to ensure that I'm co-creating with all of the magnanimous energy that surrounds me and is around me, let's do this. I call forth Mother, Father, God, Source to assist me now. Assist me in removing all parts, particles, and pieces of me that separate out me from that which I think I cannot do. Assist me with, there's a part of me that feels that I am not a writer, that I cannot write. I ask for your assistance now with my free will, with my awareness of all that I'm aware of and all the things in which I'm not aware of. I ask for your help to transform instead inside my world, that I'm an incredible writer that speaks from the heart, that all things outside of me reflect that reflection and not my rejection and not my denial in this area. I'm ready to give that up. I know what that looks like, and I thank you. I also now go into the collective consciousness that my energy is partaking in. And I remove that cannot do, cannot have, cannot be energy. And I ask that it be transformed into love. Love of the highest level. Sparkle it with light, light of the highest level. Transform me down to the finite parts, particles, and pieces of any and all things that exist in me that would deny and judge myself as a writer, as a speaker. I know, ask, and it shall be done, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the opportunity that you provide in each and every second to embrace me with your love, to transform me in all possibility. I'm so grateful for all of you that choose to reflect back some of the most amazing hearts I've ever seen. Really, really awake parts of myself that are really inspiring on so many very different levels. To you, I say I love you. To me, I say I love you. To the great universe collectively that we're all a part of, I say I love you.